Inna, hello. It's lovely to talk to you for She Can today. Inna, tell us a little about yourself and what you do.
Well, there's 3 facts about my life. I'm Russian, I'm a medical herbalist, and the third one, I am a mom of 2.
Inna, tell us a little about your work, medical herbalist. What does that mean?
Well, herbalism is no doubt is a healing art. And if you take analogy with art, you can be an academic artist, you can be like an expressive artist, you can be intuitive artist, you can even be an artist who doesn't use paint and uses other materials in the art. Similar, one can consider herbalism from the same point of view, where medical herbalism would be probably the most scientific edge of it, where we work with various available medical tools like functional testing and using other evidence-based methodologies to provide best care for our patients. So I specialize in female health and women's health, and quite so often it kind of happens waist and below. However, everything happens at waist and below is actually driven by what's being produced by the hormones mainly located in our brain. So it's kind of all interconnected. But if you think about, why would someone come and see me? Well, they say that they've got period issues or other hormonal issues. And it's kind of also I work with the emotional side of things as well, because this is where it comes into holistic approach. Does it answer the question, or shall I expand a bit more?
No, that's perfect, Inna. So you provide herbal remedies for women with hormonal imbalances, and they can be expressed physically, emotionally, mentally, right? I think that is very clear. Inna, I'm very interested in how you got there. What is the training and what are the steps to become a medical herbalist?
Well, I would say like the key ingredient is patience, because like everything in nature, like it's got cycles. Like even if you want to observe a tree, you need at least a year to see what has happened. Like, oh, the bark looks like this, and then the buds, and then whatever the type of flowers and everything. So same is with herbalism. Well, first of all, I've always been told, like when I was graduating from when I was in my senior school in Russia, suddenly perestroika happened. For those who still remember, that's when the Soviet Union collapsed and everything was like, oh, what are we all going to do now? And I was always told by all the teachers around me that you should go to medicine. And I just wanted to travel the world. And in Soviet Union, you were not allowed to travel anywhere unless you were working in special sort of international trade sort of spaces. And the only place officially to train to work in such place was in Moscow. I didn't live in Moscow. And anyway, I said no to medicine, because medicine looked like poverty, because it was really like a ghastly moment in the story of my country. So I said, no, I just want to travel the world. And so I did. I learned English and I got a job in an international company and all of that. But it wasn't enough, even when I traveled the world, that's actually, traveling the world is great, but that's not what I'm here for, it looks like. And I went on a very long soul searching, like kind of period where I was literally looking, what is it that I want to be doing? What is it? Until once I was like watching a movie and I suddenly saw this woman who was brewing like a brew, almost like a witch, like almost like kind of, and I was like, yes, I think this is what I wanted to be doing. And then I did a training in Russia, which didn't lead to anything, because it was like a hobby class type thing, And I was like, no, you can't just approach people like that. You really need to train properly before you actually advise on matters of health. So I decided to start a website, it was very long ago. It was 2005 7. So I decided to open a website like where I'll be describing the herbs and all of that. And as I was doing that, I found out that there is a National Institute of Medical Herbalists in the UK. And it was just like, you know, almost like an army cupboard. Honestly, I didn't sleep that night. I was just in that. I was tracing everything. So I've learned that it is a profession. You can go and study. You can become like a proper professional. You can have like a job title. I'm a medical herbalist. And I was just sold on it. And it took me about 18 months to prepare, do all the English tests, all the like prepare, do a special year in like foundation and science, because it's just to match the qualification needed. And so I came to London and I started studying. And the life took a little bit of a detour at some point there, because I met my husband and we had 2 children in a very quick succession. There's 50 months between them. And so I started, I did 2 years and I took 2 years off with the kids, and I came back and I studied even more. And I just not only did bachelor's program, I did master's program in herbal medicine. But that's just the formal side of it. And then you never stop, honestly, you literally never stop. When I was in the uni, I organized, well, I became a part of academic society, and I organized more than 100 hours of training. That's like a year of almost like academic year is 150. So I organized 100 hours of proper training. And from there, I was invited to National Institute of Medical Herbalists, where I was also organizing various CPD study, like post professional continuous professional development programs, and all of that is just, it's just with you, you just can't, it's probably addictive, I don't know, you just can't stop.
That's amazing, Inna. So you just keep on adding more qualifications onto your masters in herbal medicine. It's very impressive. Inna, what motivates you to work with women on their hormonal issues? What is it that drives you?
I believe we're here for a reason, you know, and I really, really believe that there's a blueprint. Okay, there's like some best version of yourself, you know, like you know, like what he was, the seagull named Richard Bach. Remember the book about the seagull? But he had another book, and which was him and his wife, and they were like, it was like a vignette of stories where him and his wife were always together, but they lived very different lives. In one life, they were like almost homeless, and in like and there's like a sort of scale of things, and in one of them, they were like super wealthy billionaires flying the world. So, but I believe that there is a best like blueprint, what you can do best in your life, okay? And I think that if we are balanced internally, it's easier to manifest it, to do it, you know, to kind of, to live your life the way it is, like, you know, to fruit, to finally blossom and fruit, you know. And I think that herbal medicine is such an amazing support in that, you know, because like if you wake up and you don't have enough energy to do your day duties, or you just want to drop the kids at school and come home and just that's it. And unfortunately that's reality for many women who struggle with hormonal imbalances, and I really want to change it. I want to make a difference, you know. That's why I'm doing it.
Amazing. Inna, what do you think you have that makes you so good at what you do? What's your superpower?
I'm stubborn. I'm persistent. I think I really like, I'll stand by you. If you want to work, I'll stand by you. That's my superpower.
Inna, do you have some tips for other women? You know, a little bit of wisdom that you've learned along the way.
You see, the herbs are just a tiny bit of this puzzle that we solve, you know. And my tip is like tip number 1: look at the sun as many times as, I mean, I don't mean like literally like burn your eyelids, but I mean that if you wake up, the best thing you can do to yourself is look at light, the morning light. It triggers the work of a pineal gland that produces like a cascade of hormones, like balances the cascade of hormones. It's the best like leveler of adrenal access. So if you do that, second tip is have a cold shower. Now, I've started having cold showers 3 years ago now, and it started literally with a necessity, because the thermostat in our house works that you need 2 minutes for the water to become warm. And I was looking at this cold water running and thinking, what a waste of water. And I started putting my toes in this water. So, and gradually now I'm really looking forward to my cold shower. This is the moment where I can literally scream if I want to, you know, like, ah! And this helps to balance our endocannabinoid system, which is also our well-being system. So, and the third thing is probably to smile more.
Sounds very, very good. Inna, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time, or what would your dream be for your future?
I've got one dream. I want a clinic and a shop and a school, and that's my dream. That's what I want. I want to do herbs. I've arrived.
That's a big dream, and I love that. And we wish you all the best on this journey. And I'm very excited to learn more about your successes in the future.
Thank you so much. Thank you.